Good morning, students. Today we start uh, a guide to markets and types of markets. Welcome. This presentation provides a foundational understanding of markets, which is essential for effective co-teaching and budgetary control in education. Introduction to markets. So, markets are where buyers and sellers interact to exchange goods and services. They are fundamental to any economy, including the education system. Think of your school as a market where students are the consumers of education, teachers are the providers, and resources like textbooks and technology are the goods. So, understanding how market operate helps educators make informed decisions about resource allocation, budget planning, and optimizing students' learning experience. Right? Now we take some other examples. Suppose production of different goods and services like uh, oil, like petrol, or mangoes. So these are really depend on market conditions to reach to the customer, and it is based on learning experiences uh, by supplier or manufacturer or by also customer. Characteristics of market. So the presence of buyers and sellers, both parties must participate in the exchange of goods and services. So if you if you if you want to sell goods, there are mainly buyer and seller also involves in this process, because these are the two id- identities exchange goods and services. Second, a specific product or service. The market focuses on a clearly defined good or service being exchanged. So, so they demand specific service. Third one, a mechanism for price determination. Prices are established through the interaction of supply and demand. So basically, price is mainly based on how people demand and how and in which quantity products are available or supply in the market. Fourth one, competition. Market dynamics depend on the level of competition among sellers and the ability of buyers to choose from multiple options. So there are different types of sellers available in the market conditions, and those focus on or those develop the competition among them. Demand and supply. Demand refers to the quantity of goods or services that buyers are willing and able to purchase at a given price. Demand is generally influenced by factors like consumer preferences, income levels, and the availability of substitutes. Supply represents the quantity of goods or services that sellers are willing and able to offer for sale at given price. Supply is typically influenced by factors like production cost, the availability of resources, and technology advancements. So there are different types of market we discussed earlier. First one, competitive markets. These markets have a large number of buyers and sellers, and no single participant has significant influencer over the market price. So examples include the market for basic school supplies, right? So a competitive market is a that type of market. That type of market really exists in a market scenario that no any singular buyer cannot affect the market, because there are large number of buyers and sellers, and 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 anyone cannot impact on the price or quantity of distribution in the market, or also demand in the market. Second one, oligopolistic markets. A small number of firms dominate the market with a high degree of interdependence between them. Examples include textbooks or educational software vendors. So, oligopolistic market consists of few sellers in the market, and they have the overall definite control over the market, right? And they catch the particular area by selling identical goods, like educational software vendors, like classboards, right? Yes. Or the wholesalers regarding sellings of textbooks in that area. Next one, monopolistic markets. In monopolistic market, I mean monopoly market. A single firm dominates the market and controls the price of the product or services or service. Examples in education are few, but some schools might hold a monopoly over a specific type of education in a certain geographical area, right? Just we take another example related to monopoly. See, suppose in a Nashik, people, s- all peoples were main produced crop is onion, and and they have their monopoly in the market. So next one, monopolistic markets. A single buyer dominates the market, having significant bargaining power over sellers. Examples include a school district purchasing services from a limited number of vendors. Competitive markets. See, before we discuss about competitive markets, so uh, in reality there are exist of a monopolistic and oligopolistic competitions were necessary, but competitive markets are rarely exist, or it is unable to exist in the society, because all three were focuses really both on market scenarios, consumer choices, their preferences, their demand and their supply, and also the income level of customers. So now let's start our discussions. Continue. Let's talk about competitive markets. Many buyers and sellers with no single participants having significant influence over the market price. So one seller cannot, or one buyer cannot influence the whole market conditions related to the different prices or same prices. Consumers have a wide range of options, so leading to price competition and innovation. Resources are allocated efficiently due to the pressure to compete and satisfy consumer needs. So if you want to if, if you want to grow your firm, or if you want to increase your selling, so you have to add, or we have to visit some places and complete the satisfactions of the consumer needs. And this is the most important factor, because if we complete, or if we manage to complete our consumer needs, so your business will be successful. Monopolistic markets, high barriers to entry, making it difficult for a new firms to enter the market. So monopolistic competition is mainly focused on a single seller. So they have, or he or she have, totally control of a particular region regarding that monopolistic markets, and it's difficult to enter another product because it faces the competition, and they avoid such and barriers the entry. Single from control the supply of the product or service, enabling price setting power. So it is basically focuses on control the activities of business, that is supply or demand in current situations, or due to certain situations. Limited consumer choice, as the monopolist has little incentive to offer alternative products or services. So on oligopolistic markets, oligopolistic market. So here in oligopolistic markets, few dominant firms control a significant portions of the market share. So for this, we take examples of Saffola brand, Gemini, or in communication system. We know the name Geo or Airtel. Basically, Geo monopoly, or basically Geo control the market. So higher barriers to entry, making it difficult for new players to enter the market. So it's control the market's entry, and it is very difficult to new firm to enter in such type of market. Interdependence between firms, as their actions affect each other's profits and market share. Fourth one, potential for co- collusion, where firms collaborate to control prices or limit competitions. Monopolistic markets. A single buyer has a significant purchasing power over sellers, influencing prices and terms of trade. Limited competition among sellers, as they rely on the single buyer of their business. Potential for exploitation, where the buyer might leverage its power to secure lower prices or unfavorable terms from sellers. So these are the conditions you have to follow in the monopolistic market. So these are monopolistic market. So in this market there is only single buyer, and it should, or it must influence the market. See, price determination in different markets. So we see here scripts and a price, or these are the these are the this is the diagram that it focuses on consumers prices and how they react to the particular product. So price determination in different markets, the way price is determined various varies across market types. In competitive markets, prices are driven by the forces of supply and demand. In monopolistic markets, the monopolist sets prices. Obviously, while in uh, oli- oligopolistic markets, firms may engage in a price competition or collusion. collusion. Monopolistic markets are characterized by the buyer setting prices, potentially leading to lower prices for sellers. So this is the different types of market we studied earlier, and we knew how they are very important, and we also learned that there are all different types of markets gathered together and with same type of uh, price determination in the different market scenarios. Okay, so understood. Today lecture is over.